What's up, everybody? Hi. Got my nails on. What's up? How's your Tuesday? Okay. So, look at all this beautiful schmancy stuff. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Let's turn some tunes on, shall we? All right. What up, everybody? My name is Sugar. If you're new here and you just found me, hi, how you doing? I do nails over here. We tried a lot of crazy shiitake. Hi, Cody. So today is Happy Tuesday. We need some nail therapy. And we're gonna be doing some DIY nails. And these DIY nails are the brand new nail trend that's been going around that I typically don't do nail trends. However, we're gonna try bangle nails, but this time we're gonna do it with Sugar's twist. We are going to do rainbows, okay? We're going to do neon look, because everybody does the golds and the silvers and the just regular blah colors. You're going doing that today. So, we're going to use some of these guys. We're going to attempt it on this nail here, because I feel like they look better on stiletto nails. I have my little whatchamacallit here if we need it. We also have some chrome, because I thought we could use some of these, you know, brighter type color chromes. I have this little guy for the chrome. And then I also have clear. Yay! I haven't seen that short yet. But so I grabbed everything except for, oh, we need to grab some of these guys and some of these guys, because we're definitely going to use gold. So we're going to use a couple different things of those. You can basically use so much stuff, you guys, so many different things. You know, flowers, you could do a butterfly, you name it. And you know, we can make ones out of these and stuff. So I basically pulled a bunch of all of this. Hi, Stacy, my love. Aw, I'm sorry you're doing not that great, my lovely. Guys, I actually did a video. Can you believe it? Your girl did a video. I'm in the process right now of editing it, so bear with me on that one. But how's that look? Does that look good? Hopefully that looks good. So I still, ugh, clumsy. I also have this called 3D Sculpting Gel Mirage Gel from Madam Glam. Never tried it, but we're gonna try it. But we have all these colors, so we're gonna do a trippy neon vibe, because your girl's different. And yeah, so I want to know, do we want to do a black hollow background, or do we want to do like a black hollow glitter background, or do we want to do a silver glitter background? What do you guys think? What do y'all think we should do? So I have this that's already like a hollow glitter. So it's already, you know, glitterified. I have my white one as well from BRITTBRATNAILDIT. But if you think these colors would work better, like to make it like that, these colors will look better on black, let me know. Because we also have the silver one too, and this baby just sparkles, y'all. I have a purple hollow. We could do a dark purple fantasy, but I don't know if that would actually do anything. But this just sparkles. Look at that. Ugh. But I feel like the silver too would look cool. But if we either do the black or the silver. But we also have my neon rhinestones. as you guys know, these are my favorite rhinestones ever. Okay. And I still have my nails on, too, from Saturday. The only thing that fell off was my big old rose right here. It went flying. So, black hole, baby. Woo! So yeah, I figured we would try this new trend. I'm not one for trying trends, but you know what? I thought I was tired of looking at just plain. Why is everybody just doing, like, plain? Like, there's no color. Why is that? Please, somebody explain to me why there's no color. Like, why do we gotta be so, like, you know, blah. Like, you guys know me, I got you. So, well, let's see. We have these guys. We could do a butterfly and then add some of, like, these beside it, or these. So we have mochas. And yours is neon pink, yellow, and blue. Ooh, that sounds really nice. And then we also have, because I really have been wanting to use these, like the, what is that called? Rose gold. But I think for this, we should do gold, or, I mean, hell, we could do a mix of different ones. I'm not really sure. What do you guys think? Hi, Sandra. How are you, sweetheart? How's everybody doing today? And also, we have these guys here, which are really pretty. I thought would look cool. And then we also have, like, these ones here, too, that we could use that are AB. So I grabbed those just so we had those. So we're doing the viral, you know, nails. And then I thought these would be great for the bangle because it has the different colors in there. So I think we might be able to get away with maybe doing a, like, look with it. Because we have blue, green, purple. I think we have all the colors, actually, besides yellow. So, we're only going to do one nail. We'll see how we like the nail. And then, once we do our nail, then we'll be able to figure out if we want to actually do a full set of these. And if we want to go 4XL. Should I do the 3XL or the 4XL, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Should we do this one or should we do the 3XL? Which one do you think would be better? You guys pick. Because I like, you know, I like when you guys pick my stuff. That's true. Oh my god, what am I doing? I have a new rhinestone tool. Where are you at, rhinestone tool? There you are. 3XL, 3XL. Okay, majority has spoken. Alright, I'm going to grab these out of here, though. That way we have them. Maybe. Alright, so we have an orange. A pink. Green. I have a blue. I know I do. I saw it. A blue. Purple. Okay, so the only one we don't have is yellow. Alright, well, that's okay. We'll just do a white one in place of that yellow. Okay, so there's those. Alright, so we got that. We can use these little guys too. If we want to do, like, you know, some of these, just because they're, like, iridescent, you know. We don't want them to be too big, but I think they're all the same damn size, so we'll just grab some and go. Okay. Yes, try it, go big or go home, baby. Yes. Yes. Okay. Do we want to try gold? Look at this one. Should we try this piece, or do we want to do like this one? It's not very flashy. I want one that's going to be like flashy. I think this one, though. Or you think silver would work the best? Well, I have gold butterflies, so I really don't want to do silver unless we do both. I'm going to cut some of this guy so we have this guy as part. You know what? Let's just be different and let's just go with this guy. I like this guy. He's pretty. So I got to cut those. So let me do that. And then we'll get into the colors. Do we want to make them glow, everybody? I didn't think about it until just now, but I was like, oh, I'm just going to use my clipper just to clip it. So you kind of want to measure the nail, if, you know, basically if you can, to try to get, just to try to place it where you, because each row is different. So if we want to put, we're going to be putting 6 colors on here and the stuff in between. So I'll just do one that's somewhat, and then I'm going to try to do it. Well, these were not worth a crap, I'll tell you that much. There we go. Alright, so we have that guy. Let's put him in here. And then we're going to use those and that. And then we're going to use the multicolored. So I'll just take this out. And I'll take a little bit off here. So we have one of these, just so we have it. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And then we have all of these guys, so I'll keep this guy out. And then we can also use stuff like these. We could, you know, put a centerpiece in some of them if we want. Do we want to go moons and stars with the trippy look? Is that what we want to do, is like moons and stars, trippy type look? So one of them we can put a moon in the middle, because these glow. So we could do like a moon in the middle. And then on the side of it, we could do like the different colored type stuff, you know? So I'll take one of those out. And we can't have it too big, but if we want to do a moon as the centerpiece, like if we did a moon like in the middle and then the sides of it would be whatever, I'll just take this little tiny one out and then we'll see what we want to do with it. Because we can make that look like a chain too. But I don't think I have any more of those stars. Oh, I do. I have a green one. Because if we're doing like neon, we also got to do like glow on some regards. Okay. So we got that. Now, we also have these, which I have a little thing of them wherever it went. So I have these little guys too. We could always use these colors. And then, yeah, we're just going to go with it, guys. So I'll keep these out for when we want to do that. Then we have this. And we have these colors, because I think these colors are really what's going to give us, you know what I mean? The colors that we want. So here's this guy. And then we have these plus these colors. Now our nail isn't that big, so we kind of gotta figure out what we're doing here. Okay. Have you tried the... Because I think the background, we're going with black or silver? Black hollow or silver hollow, guys? What do you think? I also have the non-sticky tack thing, too. Until we get done, and then that way, whatever I'm doing to chrome on won't stick to nothing else. Black, okay. Black it is, everybody. Okay. So let's paint the background, and then we'll get into constructing the colors. We'll have to pick out the colors, because I think, what if we did 2 chrome ones, and then, after we do the chrome on them, what do you think about, should we do 1 or 2 things of chrome? Or we could just do hollow chrome. That's a possibility too. Now I'm gonna have to do 2 coats of this, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. But I'm excited though, because I think to do one in white, that really wouldn't give us what we are looking for, I don't think, you know? How's everybody's day? Alright. The only thing is, my blacks are not very... They're damn near see-through, which is fine, but... You kind of want to let it thin itself out, and then put your second coat on. Oh, shit. But look what it does around the edges, guys. That looks cool. Tell me that doesn't look cool as hell around those edges like that. Ooh, I almost like it like that. What do you think? I like it like that, where you can somewhat see through it. Okay. This is why you use base coat, everybody. So it kind of levels itself out without... That looks cool. Okay, I'm going to try to get this effect on the side, too. A little bit more on the side. Kind of match the other side. Do it in one fell swoop, and then it'll look a little bit better for you guys. Yeah. So I'm just gonna make the top kind of go into itself. Okay. I like that. What do you think? I like that, like, dark see-through, but it's not at the same time. So that just kind of happened. That worked out great. Yay. All right. There's our background. I'm not doing 2 coats. I like to see through. Woo! Okay. So I have my alcohol. Okay, so there's my alcohol. Now, I gotta get my hollow chrome. But you want a really nice hollow chrome that you know is going to be like that super duper chrome. So I think what I'm going to do is add this guy on top of one of them too. And what, we can have 2 of those. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice hollow right there. All right, there's our hollow for that one. And then, all right, so there's our hollow. Let me put this on just so nothing happens until we get the stuff. So I was thinking we need all 6 colors on the nail. And then we'll do the 6 colors, and then we can add either a hollow over them or, you know, something. So this is going to be, I guess we're adding the hollow as our chrome. So we really don't need these ones because I have the hollow right there. So I don't need this, but I bought this at the Dollar Tree, you guys, and it works perfect for these chrome powders and these little things. It's amazing. So if you don't have one, I would suggest getting one because it works so well. Shout out to everybody here. Okay, now this is the glass top coat we're going to use for over the top. And then we have these guys. I don't know if I have. I used to have the... I used to have the ones, the rose gold ones. Not quite sure exactly where they went, but let's see. I do. So I guess I'm going to use rose gold and... So there's the rose gold. Because I don't have a lot of big ones like that, but we might not need those big ones. So we'll just deal with those. Even though I have a lot of gold and I don't have a lot of like whatever, I still think that those would be cool. Okay. We'll just keep them out just in case, right? All right. So, what did I do with my nail, y'all? Where did I put my nail, guys? Mr. Nail. Oh, it's in the lamp. What a dummy. Hi, Flower. Hi, Dee. Hi, Sandra. Sandra and Sandra. Alright, so this is black, so I'm just kind of curing it a little bit, just about 30 seconds longer than what I have. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put the non-stick mat on there. We'll go over it with top coat, of course. Sorry. Alright. Stop it. We'll go over it with the top coat, of course, and then we have those. We have that. Let me open this guy. And then I'm going to take the top off this. We can use these two. We're doing a rainbow, like almost like a trippy one. And we have these hot colors right there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pick out the AB. I think the AB colors, these, we can add. I think the AB is going to give us something really nice. So I'm just going to pick up a couple of these and throw them in our little thingy. I'm going to do all sizes. So I have all of them. Okay. Alright, so like I said, we're doing all of the colors. So let's grab our colors. We have this one for when we need this, the whatever. But creating these colors, are we putting diamonds in them too? Not diamonds, but you know what I mean. Are we going like this one. So if you look at well, that one's not open. These ones are more opaque, but they're not as bright, if that makes sense. So let me see. I mean, I guess they are pretty bright, huh? So we'll go with these neon ones since they're neon. So we'll grab that one. I don't think I have a yellow, but maybe. And then I think this is the pink. We'll grab this pink. This isn't really the pink that I wanted. I liked the other pink, but they're not very opaque, if that makes sense. They're a little bit on the clear side. Okay, so here's our yellow. Oof, I don't like that yellow. We need a bright yellow, damn it. I guess I could add white to brighten it up. Here's our blue. So we have our pink, our green, our blue. Here's our purple. What do you guys think? You like those? You like these colors, or you want them to be like brighter? Let's see. Is this red or orange? Don't know. Ah! It's a little chaotic over here, guys. Don't worry, it's okay. Okay, that's red. We don't want red. Your girl doesn't do red. I do pink instead of red. Brighter. Okay, so here's this bright orange. We'll use that bright orange. We'll use, let's see. Here's the bright yellow. And then here's this green. Ooh, I kind of like these colors better, no? You guys like these ones in the pink one? Or you like these ones? Pink jar, black jar. Hi, Glam. You like these ones better? Okay. I might have to use this one for the purple, though, because my other purple is too... That one is a pinky purple. See, this one's not very... Whatever, it's a little bit too dark, so... We got green, yellow, orange. Okay, I need pink. That's too light of a pink. I might have to use the purple. Oh, not that one. This one. There we go. There's the pink. I need blue. There's this blue. Do we like this blue or the other blue? I think this one's kind of dark, no? No worries. What do you guys think? You like the one in the pink jar to go with these bright colors, or this one? Hi, Nina. We're doing the white one. You mean the pink jar? Okay. Okay, so we'll use this blue. So pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then, yeah, we'll have to use this purple. Alright. Alright, so we got our colors. Here's our nail. We have our beautiful holographic black. It's going to be our base. So, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to matte this with a non-stick matte because we're going to be doing whatever. So, once we put the top coat over it, though, it'll just come back to life. So I'm going to use my BRITTBRATNAILDIT No Stick Matte for when we chrome. So we'll matte this guy first. And this guy works really well. This is my first time trying this one, but I've seen her use it many, many times. And this will help fill in any of that because the glitter is kind of chunky, you know? Okay. Now, if this ends up working out super cool, then we're going to go in and we're going to use this to our advantage and do an entire full set of this. Hi, Lou. Hi, Cola. Hi, Olivia. Hello, my darlings. How's everybody? Thanks for coming. We are doing the viral bangle nails, which your girl doesn't typically usually do. However, we're going to do it. We have our little peeper. And so, with these, let's kind of map out how we're going to do this. So, we could always do like pink and orange twist. We could always do, and then a line of like rhinestones, and then a line of something else, our chrome. We could break it up, you know what I mean, and do pink and orange, and then orange and yellow, or yellow and whatever, because we only have whatever, so we want to keep this neon vibe going. But I think it would be cool to twist these two together, because we don't have that much. We want to make it nice and thick and sprouty on the nail. Thank you for coming. No worries, love. I appreciate it very much. So here is our mat. Oops. I knew I hit that. That's okay. We're going to let that cool down. So here's our nail. Doesn't look the greatest right now, but that's okay. We have all of these. We're going to use the rose gold caviar beads. And then we have we have like a butterfly. There's so many things. We could actually add the moon in the middle because that glows. So that's going to be our trippy vibe. And then we have our nice bright rhinestones. So is that how we want to do it? Is take and do, on one hand we'll have pink and orange, we'll do green and yellow, and then we'll do blue and purple, and in between those we'll do like the hollow and that. What do you guys think about that? You think that's cool? No worries. I'm doing great now that y'all are here. Okay. So let's do a little twisty. Do we want to start out with something rainbow to start with all of these? I also have my gel glue. So we'll use this guy. And we're going to take just a little liner brush. You can use kind of a thicker brush if you wanted. You could use one of these. Doesn't freaking matter, honestly. So let's do, on the first part, let's do these guys right here to start. And then we'll go in with the, because I want to do one where I put it inside of the 3D type. So we're going to start with that, and then, so we're going to use, hopefully these ain't too big. If they're too big, I'm going to be, these are really hard to pick up, I will say. But I thought these would be perfect. And we'll place these first, and then, oh, holy moly. Oh, we might not be able to get them all on, everybody. I got these from the dollar store, or Dollar Tree. Well, this will at least start our rainbow look. So you kind of want it to come up as high as you can get it, and then that'll be the start of the bangle, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Okay. Now, the next one, I think we should do a little bit of chain or something, and then we'll go in with the color. So we're going to take the orange and the pink, and we're going to use these guys because it's going to help us to kind of cut it and all that good stuff. Scoop it out. We're not going to need too much, I don't think. We kind of want them to be on the thicker side, you know? So we'll take our orange and our pink. And I'm going to roll it like so. We're going to stick it together. And we're going to twist. I thought that would be cool to kind of twist it. Okay. I don't know what it's going to look like. Hi, Letitia. Okay, so we have that one. Okay. Alright, so here's this. This is the start, right? So we're going to put... I don't know how this is going to go, y'all, but we're just going to do it. So I'm going to make it to where both color you can see. I'm just going to lightly push it down to make it a little bit thicker, and then push this in more. And then we can, you know. Okay. What do you guys think? I think that looks cool. Okay, now let's cut this guy. Okay, we're gonna cut this guy. Let's make sure it's nice and squared off. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I like those, to be honest with you, but we're gonna go with it for now. But that's the color. But I like... Okay, let's kind of push this in a little bit more here. A locket. Okay. I'm gonna make it a little bit more... Yeah. You like it? I'll lock it. I'll lock it a lot. Okay. Let's make sure there's nothing coming off the edges. Alright, let's cure. So there's that one. Next up, we want to do... Let's get some of these lighter colors. So let's go in with our chain. So we'll go ahead and go in with that chain, and then we'll add some of these neon colors with it. So in the middle, I was thinking of adding the hollow in the middle, so that way we could add the rainbow gems down inside, or we could do the AB. What do you guys think? You think the rainbow gems on either side of the moon would be good, or do you think the gem, like the AB ones that have the back pointy back on them, would be better? Aw, yay. Me too. Okay, so now that we have those, let me put this back in the orange thing. Because I kind of want it to be colorful and trippy, and not really trippy, just colorful. But if we like all this, then I just don't know about those. Maybe once we get everything on, it'll be okay. I don't know. So let's take this guy. This one's going to be next. Ooh. So let's go ahead and add our... Okay. I don't want it to go too big because I don't like when my stuff shows outside of what I have on the nail, if that makes sense. I guess it really doesn't matter because we have to go in and top coat anyway, but... kind of want to space them out a little bit too, but we also have to be careful because we're putting all these other colors on here, so a little bumpy, but it's fine. Okay, can you guys see okay, or you want me to zoom in? All right. If you hear that duck in the background, I don't know if you can hear it, but my husband's phone is a duck. All right, let's make sure she's even though. And what you don't want is this long piece hanging. So we'll kind of have to clip on, but should I go up more? I feel like I left too much space there, but it is what it is. Should I push it up more? You think we're good? Because the middle one is going to be that one and then that one. So I guess you don't want to space them too much. If you space them too much, then we're not going to be able to fit the whole rainbow on there. So I am going to move it up just a little bit. And then that will be our space from now on, even though the top's like that. Just make sure it's even, I would say. Okay. What do you think? Ooh, Letitia, how are you? All right, so we kind of want to do, let's do a little bit of some AB. So I'm going to use some of this clear and we'll put the AB gems inside of that. So I'm going to make sure this guy is cleaned off with some alcohol and my little square pieces. This is pretty easy. Anybody can do this, but I just was tired of seeing all the regular colors everywhere. So I was like, we need to do this colorful. Now, I've never used this from Madam Glam, but it seems like it's going to be great. And this is the Mirage 3D Sculpting Gel. Okay. Oh yeah, this stuff doesn't even stick to your whatever. Yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to pour some of this in here. No worries, babe. I hope you feel better. Okay, I'm going to add some of this. Just give it a little bit of something, something. I'm excited to see it, though. So I'm gonna like kind of make it thick. So I might need a little bit more just to kind of shape it and make it rounder on the nail. So we're definitely going to need more because it's a bangle, so it's supposed to stick up and out, but I'm going to add the Oh, that looks so cool. Ooh. Okay, just making sure I get all that up off there. Okay, so this guy. And then we'll add the AB crystals inside of this one. Hi, Letitia. Do you have glow-in-the-dark gel? I do, but not sure if it's going to work as great. But I do have powder I can put in there. All right, I'm gonna use this guy to cut. Okay. Okay, so this one we're gonna put up a little bit higher. Actually, I should do this in the middle. I should do this one right here, and then... Ooh, because we need green and yellow. So we'll do green and yellow. And then we'll... Yeah, then we'll do that. So I'm going to stick this over there. I didn't really think this out. I just kind of did it, guys. That's kind of usually what happens. Okay. Same thing. We're going to twist this one into the yellow as well. So we're not going to need a lot. We just want to make sure we have all colors on there so we can see the rainbow, you know. Okay. Look how cool that looks. Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay. So we're going to follow it with... Okay. Y'all, we might have to do a whole set of these. Oh my god, that looks so cool! Okay. Let's take this end off. Make sure it is all the way to the side. Oh my god, I love it. So you can either leave it twisty like that or you can flatten it out with your hand. I'm not going to flatten this one out. I'm going to leave it just like it is. So that way we have one that's kind of like flat, and then we have one that's kind of got the nice rivets in there. Yeah. Okay. There she is. The only thing I want to do is kind of... What do you think? Yeah. That's a bangle. Alright, I'm carrying that. The only thing is it kind of... I'm just going to cure it because bangles are twisty and they're not always, you know. So we're just going to... What the hell? Okay. Bye, Sandra. Hi, Alice. Okay, so we got that one on there. So which one do we want to do next? We want to put some rhinestones next. We want to do the AB ones next. Because the middle one, I think, would what we're going to do our moon. So we'll add our moon to the middle. And then we can add another chain or rhinestones. What do you guys think? Oh, I got you. Bye, Dee. Okay, so here she is. So what do we want to do? We want to do another chain. Well, the middle is right here, so we're going to have to do the moon in the middle. Right? And then I'm going to use the moon in the middle, and then I'm going to use a couple of those colors for the back. So this moon glows. I have a cat here. Nice. Oh, hell. Do we want that one, or we want like a gold one? Or you guys think that one will be okay? Because our blue and purple is going to go down here. So we'll have one there. What do you think? So if we use this moon, this will kind of be our centerpiece, right? So we'll add the moon just like that. So right here is going to give us enough space between the two. And then I will take and put the colors through here like so. And then we'll use the bright neon colors on the sides to match. Okay, let's make sure she's in the middle of the nail though. But that does give us enough in between. Okay. So I'm gonna take probably like big and small, or like medium. So I'm gonna start with a pink. Let's start with that guy. And then we'll go with orange on the other side, which will be a bigger one. Oh, that one's broken. All right, we're gonna do. All right, hold up, y'all. Because I think I'm gonna do a big one in the middle, and that is gonna be purple. So each side will be different, right? So we'll have purple, blue, and green, and then we'll have pink, orange, and yellow there. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? So I'm going to take this pink off. And then I'm going to do a smaller blue. Okay, yeah, let's see. This is where you guys can get like super creative. And I think I'm going to do a bigger blue. And then the green will just be a hair smaller. Okay. And then we'll use 2 more. And then we'll do our small green. Okay. Oh my god. So really it's endless what we can do with the bangles, you know? You could do it like that. You could do it like that. Give yourself some room, you know? I kind of like it like that, no? And then we can put 2 more on the side. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do pink here, which is going to be smaller size. Right? Yeah. We won't be able to get yellow on there, but that's okay. Now this orange is going to have to go. Oh, hell. I feel like I always have issues like this. Like everything turns to chaos at some point, but it always comes out looking cool. You know? So I think that's the same. Okay. Okay. What do you think? I think for me, I think it's kind of cool because you can kind of do a little bit of everything. And you can get really creative, but it being super simple at the same time. I will say, I'm not liking this. This is not my favorite. Definitely not thy favorite. I like having the pokey bit, you know? Alright, so we're definitely going to need a little bit of... You can take a liner brush and do this. Just a tiny bit. The edge there. Okay. I'm going to keep them the same. Oh. Alright. So make sure these aren't looking too crooked. And it's looking as straight as you can absolutely get it. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Alright, there's that, guys. Ugh. The next nail should be cheetah leopard print, like Cordy said, and make it into a theme. Ooh. Do gold? I was going to do gold, but... Alright, let's get our blue and our purple. We'll go ahead and do another chain really quickly. We'll do this chain. That'll be the next thing. Will be this chain here. And then we will do these two. So let's go ahead and clean this guy off again. If I get down too far to the bottom, just let me know, okay? Because I can't really tell. And we're not going to need too much, but... Ultimately... Ooh. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna twist. And we kind of want to make sure we have enough of that same color going all the way through. But this type of clay seems to like to break a lot when you work with it. Let's make this one a little bit different. Ooh. Okay. Here's our twisty. So this is gonna go here. So I'm gonna set that there. Let's do this guy here. Just so we have another chain. Okay. I'm gonna try to do it like not as thick or not as wide. I would say use a liner brush is your best bet. Okay. I wish I had like different types of these, but alright, so we're gonna move this guy. And what I'm gonna do is add something in the middle there. Just that way it's it's got something on it. I'm trying to hold it up to make sure it's even here. Should I move it up more? Let's just move it up a little bit. And you kind of want it to be as even as you can get it. That looks good. Alright, there's that. Now we're going to do the blue and the pink. Or the blue and the purple, I mean. You know, I really thought I was going to use some of the stuff that I was, but I haven't. So, but I think if we do this, we could do this right and do it extra trippy. So if I did the 4XLs, then we would have enough room and space to do something kind of cool. We could do a glow background, or we could do like a marble background with like all just like whites and golds or something like that. Like we could do like a neon marble background, and then the bangles would be black or just silver or something like that. You know what I mean? Well, shout out to the 12 of you in here. Okay. Let's cut this guy. And you want to make sure you don't have any extra hanging down. Oh my god, she's looking super cool. I love this. This right here, this is my favorite. Okay, let's do the blue. So what we want is the same kind of roly-poly action without any floofs. Oh my god, I love it. You guys. We have to freaking do a whole set of this. We have to. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to bring it up a little bit more. What do you think, everybody? Okay, so we want this to come all the way down. So let's make sure we... It's a little bit different with this clay because it's not as smooth, I guess, as what you would think. Yeah. We are almost done. So I think we need to do some more. So I think I want to do the AB crystals at the bottom. What do you think? And then the AB crystals will be our, whatchamacallit. Okay, love, no worries. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here. I really, really do. Okay. So I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do... Yeah, we can do some AB on there. And then... I'm trying to think if I want to take it down more. If that makes sense. So we could do the AB ones here. And then something else here. Let's do... Now the AB ones are not flat though. So I would need them to sit kind of down inside something. Here, let's do this. Let's take this guy. And we can either put this guy at the very bottom. I don't want two of them together, you know what I mean? But it's going to be... But once we put it on the nail, it'll be like flattened out to where we're adding our gemstones into this to make it what it is. So we'll try to... And I could always make this the last one. What do you think? Make that the last one and put our rhinestones inside? And then that would be like the end bangle. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know. Hi, Shells. So we could use something different here, but that's metal. And then that would be our last. So make it at least so it is even on both sides, and then okay. There's that bangle. I'm going to smack a little bit more of this off here. And then just make sure your rhinestones are... Okay. Alright, what are we putting in the middle of that? We'll just do a thing of, like... Because I don't have big caviar beads, so we want to stick with the same type of theme. Jelly bangles? Yeah, I remember them. I could make a jelly one. That's kind of what that one was, though. Oh, I should cure that. Let me see if I have a different... Because if we use... Could always use one of those. Could always use one of these and do, like... those and some caviar beads. Let's see. We have these real tiny ones. But I don't know how they're gonna look. They're the cubic zirconium. Whatchamacallit? I think she's looking super freaking cool. So maybe if we have, we definitely need like another type of something. Another type of something. Now. Excuse me. Didn't mean to burp, but let me... Let's see, what other type of chain do I got? We could do this one. So it's a different type of chain. So we're not going to need a lot of this one just because of where it's at. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to take this smaller one. And you really want it to sit down in there so you know if you are wearing these, they're not going to go anywhere. So we're going to bring it. But I'm also not trying to make it super big either. Okay. I'm going to push it up just a hair. Oh my gosh, you guys. I actually love that. Okay, I'm going to cure it. Oh my god, I love it, dude. I really do. I love it a lot, actually. But I was thinking we needed something a little something like on the whatever, but I was like, So I think I'm going to add a little tiny, one of these little tiny gems in the center of that one. And then that way there's something on that one too. Because I had to have my color. So let's cut her and then we'll top coat the inside. And I don't know if I should go over the whole thing. Should I go over that whole thing, guys? Just go over everything besides those? Or should I just leave it? Dude, this is cool. We have to make a whole set of these, you guys. We have to. We just have to. Like, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. You know? Okay, I'm going to add a little tiny piece right there on that one. And I think I'm going to... No, I think I'm going to leave it. Yeah. So I think we're just going to take a liner brush and add... I'm going to use my thicker one, of course. This one, yeah. I'm going to use this one, and then we're going to go over it with our glass top coat. But today we won't be doing a whole thing, but this is my nail, and I have my other nails already prepared and ready to go. So if you guys would like to do that with me, right? Loads of bangles, right? Hold on a sec. Let me grab my palette, though. And I'm gonna take, this is a thinner, this VARNAIL glass top coat is thin. That's why I like it. I love my BRITTBRAT one. But for this case, we don't need a thick one. We just need a thin coat over this. So I would suggest to use a thinner one, but one that's super glossy. And this is one that is super thin. So I'm just going to take my liner and go over the chains too, because the chains will change color if you're not careful, but we don't want a bunch in there. Definitely want it to level out. And I put that matte top coat on there because I thought I was going to chrome it, but that is okay. It's no big deal. We will just put a nice thin topper on there. And sometimes these like can tarnish. So in order to preserve them, put your top coat over them and then it'll actually adhere them better as well when you're encasing them. But I wanted to try this out because I was like, this is really cool. But at the same time, I hate trends. So I'm like, I was like, I don't know. Should I? So I'm going to lightly just kind of push this. And I mean, you can slop it in there if you want to. You don't have to be like super precise with it or anything. Now you definitely want to get up inside your rhinestones and stuff though. I'm just lightly going over all those little bulbs too. All that will help keep those stay in. And then if you actually want to wear them for like a couple days or a week or whatever, then it'll keep them nice and fresh for you. But this is cool, and I'm glad that I did this. I am so beyond glad that I did the color effect because I got so tired of seeing this same old shit. Everybody's doing the same old thing, and I'm like, why? We need color in our world, you know? Oh my gosh, do you hear my belly? I'll show you the glow on the moon too. So I don't have to go over those. Should I go over the colored ones? I'm not really sure, but... What is that underneath there? Oh, Lord. Look what I got stuck up underneath there. Somehow I took a chunk out of my nail. Oh, I must have accidentally clipped it when I clipped that. Oops. Well, I didn't see that before. Oh, well. That's okay. Shit happens. But yeah, I definitely needed some nail therapy after the last 4 days I've had. So I was like, it literally, today I seen some bangles and I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're doing this today. And I was like, I don't know how it's going to come out, but if anything, I'm going to make sure I have fun with it because it's definitely needed. Like, I almost thought about just taking a step back and, to be honest with you guys, like, just not even do nails anymore. But this is what I love to do, you know? And this is the one thing that makes me happy. So, like, that's not an option. So for these, I guess these you want to go over a little bit too. Just make sure it's not, make sure you let it like fan out, but you want to make sure your top coat goes on that too. Because these guys are plastic and they definitely tarnished and they kind of suck, but they looked good, so. And then you have the matted colors on there, but I love it so freaking much. Like, so freaking much. I'm gonna take some of this out of my brush and kind of get this excess. Where'd it go? Take some of that excess off. Because you don't want your sides to be all like, what do you want to call that? You still want to make sure that, like, you get the excess off, you know what I mean? This is a type of nail that is forgiving when it comes to the sides and like going over things. So when you go to put it on, you don't have to really focus or worry about the sides, but you do have to worry about it pulling. So just be cautious of that pulling, and then take whatever little bit of that excess off. So that way it doesn't look too cray-cray. Okay. I think we're good, guys. The one thing, this is not sticky. So this Mirage gel did not cure sticky. So that's good. All right. Make sure we got all of our edges done. And in she goes for 60 seconds. Okay. But I'm dead serious. I thought about giving it all up. I thought about, after all these years of just busting my ass, it's like, I don't know. I was like, you know what? This is what makes me happy. So why would I give up something that makes me happy in the most vulnerable time I could be at right now? And you know what I mean? Like, why would I do that to myself? So I just have to muster through it. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. We're all gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. And yeah. Aw. Thanks, love. I love you guys. I know my heart is here. It's just, sometimes you kind of get to a point where you're like, is it worth it? Is it? But then when I turn around, or when I'm thinking about stuff, I'm just like, it is worth it, because I get to do this for so many different people. I get to take time out of their day or help them with things that I didn't think I would help them with, honestly. And like right now, we have so much tension and craziness and just hate, and I don't want that. I want to have the best possible, time that I can, and, not have to worry about type of shit. But anyway, it's kind of been weighing heavy on my mind here lately, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way so I can show you guys the glow. And then that way we can get on with our day. But we'll definitely come back and do a full set. So we only have 4 more nails to do since we got that one done, which is a great thing. And if you have an extra, I have an extra thing that I keep my excess in, which is right here. So any excess that I have, I keep inside here, so that way, like, I have it. And then it keeps it nice and solid in there, too. Because I didn't just build this channel for myself, I built it for other people, too. But also my kids. Alrighty, there she is, guys. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me turn my light off. I gotta move this guy. Give me one sec. I gotta turn my light out. Okay. Let's turn this out. I'll look at the chat in just a second, guys. Okay, ready? Our little moon glows. Oh, focus, would you? Focus, phone. But if you were to do, like a neon light or a black light, these would glow really, really cool as well. So I think we should do one nail that has, we should do like a white, a silver hollow. Looky, here's our moon. We have a little glowing moon. So that just means for the rest of the nails, we need to make ones that glow too. So each nail should have a glowing something in the middle. You know. But this is what she looks like, guys. This is the trending TikTok bangle nail. So this is the start of a full set. I am excited. I love it. I love it a lot. So these are going to look extra cool. And we kind of keep it the same with twisted colors. But maybe next time, not twisted colors. Maybe just kind of actually put all 6 colors on the nail. Not sure. But that is our bangle nail, guys. Oh, hold on. What'd I miss? Oh, okay, there we go. No worries, Cordy. I love you. Thanks for coming. Oh. I love you guys. They are an escape for sure. Oh, thanks, Lou. Thanks, Glam. Thanks, everybody. I love you too. You guys are amazing. But thanks for being here with me today. And hopefully you guys try it out too. And we got to do a white one now. To go with the set. So I think the middle nail we're going to do white. So maybe all of the other ones will be black hollow, and then this one will be white hollow. And then we'll, you know, go with the colors and all that good stuff. And, yeah. So either I'm coming back tonight or in the morning. I'm not really sure. It's been hell on wheels, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm definitely super grateful to be here. So, because this is my nail therapy. But these are the viral bangle nail trend. So, yeah, let's do some crazy shit. And I want to see if you guys do it. Tag me in it so I can see it, because I would love to see it. But yeah, it was as easy as that. It wasn't hard at all. Looks beautiful and amazing. But yeah, like a black and white neon blinged out look. Yeah. Yep. So I will let you guys know if we come back on tonight and do the rest of the nails, because it's not going to take me very long at all. Especially now that I'm kind of got the gist of doing it. So, but yeah, definitely do that. And I'll let you guys know. So make sure you like and subscribe. And check my community tab, because that's typically when I put it up. But thanks for hanging with me, ladies and gents. I love you guys very much. And thank you to my mods. Thank you to everybody. All the subscribers, all of everybody. Thank you for loving my creativity, and thank you for just loving my quirkiness and the rainbows. Appreciate it so much. And yeah, if you need anything, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. So have an amazing, wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for hanging out with me today. I love you guys. Toodaloo. Oh, it sparkles. Look at the sparkles behind there. So the sunlight's really going to show those sparkles. Alrighty. I just wanted to show that. Love you. Bye.